This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network. And joining me right now is Steve Orr. He is the CEO of Gatos Silver, Inc. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is GATO on both the NYSE and the TSX. You can actually see Steve give an investor presentation at the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek, happening both in person and virtually this year, September 8th through the 11th. And with that, Steve, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
Very well, Robert. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is our first time doing an interview together. So I'd love to start off with a quick overview and history of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. So Gatos Silver we're a silver-focused exploration development, and most recently, now a production company. And we have majority ownership in an entirely new silver-rich district, and it has some byproduct zinc, lead, and gold mineral endowment in the deposit as well. And it's located in southern Chihuahua State in Mexico. And the discovery was really made about a decade ago. And over the last 10 years, we've continued to acquire mineral rights. And we now have a package totaling over 103,000 contiguous hectares. And on these mineral rights, we've had the good fortune of discovering 14 separate zones of mineralization. So with this mineral rights package, we realized that we did not discover just a deposit, but we have actually discovered a new and previously unknown mineral district in Mexico. And in 2014, we brought in a Japanese refining company called Dowa Metals and Mining, and they came in as a 30% joint venture partner to help us with the financing of the district. And through their contribution, we were able to complete the exploration, complete a feasibility study on just one of the 14 zones, and then finance, construct, and commission our first mine, which we call Cerro Los Gatos. And it's located on just one of the zones of mineralization. And interestingly enough, we did all of this while remaining private. Then, as interest in silver and silver equities began increasing in mid-2020, we decided that this was a great time to do a public listing. So on October 28th of 2020, we completed an initial public offering on the New York Stock Exchange and the Toronto Stock Exchange, raising $173 million. And that actually made the Gatos Silver IPO the largest precious metals financing on the NYSE and TSX in 2020. The Cerro Los Gatos mine has now completed its commissioning phase. It is operating at its design production rate of 2,500 tons per day, and is now, I'm happy to report, cash flow positive.
Very good, and thank you for that full overview and history right there. And congratulations on the listing and all these milestones that it seemed to have happened within 12 months. So I mean, there's a lot of work that got you there, of course, but just in the 12 months alone, I mean, that's pretty incredible. So
it's a big year.
Oh yeah. So what would you say makes the company then unique and different compared to some of your peers, maybe some recent silver producers as well? You know, what makes your mine unique and different?
Yeah, I think, Robert, there's probably 4 key points of differentiation. The first is that the company has really unconstrained organic growth potential, which is a clear differentiation compared to our peers. We had the good fortune of discovering a district, and within that discovery, we have 14 zones of mineralization. These would, at one point in time, will be 14 separate mines. And so we actually control the second largest mineral rights package of our producing peers in Mexico. And we've only explored 15% of that package to date. And we now own 70% of this entire district, with Dowa Metals and Mining owning another 30%. And Dowa was quite anxious to become involved in this discovery because they own the largest zinc refinery in Japan. And their specific interest was zinc and getting zinc for Japan. So we produce a lead and a zinc concentrate. The lead concentrate we sell to metals traders, and the zinc concentrate we sell at market rates to DOA. Their strict intention was to get access to zinc for Japan for the long term, which they've been able to do through this investment. The second is the grade of this deposit. Cerro Los Gatos mine and our other zones of mineralization in the district are all polymetallic epithermal deposits. But Cerro Los Gatos is, and the other zones appear to be silver dominant in their metal endowment. And our silver grade alone is 306 grams per ton, making Cerro Los Gatos one of the highest silver grade mines of our operating peers. The third point of differentiation is exploration. We're currently conducting definitional drilling at Cerro Los Gatos to expand that deposit. The deposit currently has 10.5 million tons, and we have another 3.7 million tons of inferred resource that we're currently drilling with definition, closer space drilling to convert it into measured and indicated. The exploration drilling in the district has just been recently reactivated, and we commenced it at our next zone of mineralization that's only 4.5 kilometers away, and it's called the Esther target. We are intercepting mineralization there, and we expect Esther to be our next mine in the Los Gatos district. We have an additional exploration program at a target called Santa Valeria, and that's actually is located just outside the joint venture. So it's 100% owned by Gatos Silver. And we're just finishing the first phase of that program, but we're very optimistic about that. Now, our fourth point of differentiation is, I believe, Gatos Silver's ability to grow organically and not be required to engage in M&A to affect further growth. This is a silver company that has high leverage to silver through control of the Los Gatos district. And we have the ability to add value by increasing silver discovery through organic exploration and increase the silver production through the development of these additional zones of mineralization.
And Steve, what's your background? I mean, how'd you get into all this?
Well, I have over 40 years of experience in the industry, and I've been the chief executive officer of Gatos Silver since 2011. But previously, I was president, director, and chief executive officer at Ventana Gold Corporation, which was a Vancouver-based mineral exploration and development company with a gold discovery in the country of Colombia. And I was their CEO until the company was acquired by a Brazilian firm. Prior to that, I was director and chief executive officer at Oceana Gold Corporation, which is a Melbourne, Australia-based mining company with mines in New Zealand. And during my tenure, the company built and commissioned 2 new gold mines in New Zealand, and we also purchased the Didipio project in the Philippines. Before that, I was vice president of North American operations and then managing director of Australia and Africa for Barrick Gold Corporation based in Toronto. And prior to that, it goes back a ways, I was the president of Homestake Canada, which was a subsidiary of the former San Francisco-based Homestake Mining Company.
Very good. So from what you can tell us, before I let you go here today, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts now for the rest of 2021 going into 2022?
Well, 2021 is our first full year of production, and we're calling it a year of optimization. We expect to produce between 7.5 to 7.9 million ounces of silver, 4.5 to 5,000 ounces of gold, 40 to 42 million pounds of lead, and 49 to 52 million pounds of zinc. And we expect to do that at an all-in sustaining cost between $17 to $17.50 per ounce. And in terms of optimization, there are numerous strategic capital initiatives that we are now doing to enhance the production efficiency and to make sure that we maintain best-in-class standards. We expect this year to have sustaining capital expenditures of between 65 to 75 million for these key productivity improvement projects. For instance, we are adding additional tailings capacity. We are installing a second mine refrigeration system in the mine. The ambient temperatures in the mine are elevated, so this allows us to maintain a very moderate ambient temperature in the mine to maintain the comfort for our workers there. And we're also just started the construction of a paste backfill plant. And that'll allow about 40% of the tailings that we produce to be placed back into the mine to fill the open voids from mining. And it also reduces the amount of tailings that need to be stored on the surface. In terms of production, we achieved record performance from Cerro Los Gatos during the second quarter of this year, and we were able to exceed design production rates from the mine. The mine is designed at 2,500 tons per day, and we were able to produce at about 35 per day. The processing plant has performed since commissioning remarkably well. And we were able to produce just over 2,600 tons per day through the processing plant, which is exceeding its 2,500 ton per day design target. Additionally, and more importantly, the metal recoveries in the processing plant have exceeded design for silver, lead, zinc, silver, lead, and zinc. And so silver, we now get between 89 and 90% recovery, 90% on the lead, and about 75% on the zinc. So in the second quarter alone, we produced 2.1 million ounces of silver, 1,500 ounces of gold, 11.2 million pounds of lead, and 14.5 million pounds of zinc. And our all-in sustaining cost, remembering that we're targeting $17 to $17.50. In Q2, it was $11.50 per ounce on a co-product basis. On a byproduct basis, if we subtract the revenue from the byproduct metals from that, our cost is only $2.87 per ounce.
Very good. Well, Steve, with that, where can our audience go and find more information on Gatos Silver?
The best place to go, and is our website, and it's very comprehensive. It's www.gatossilver.com.
Steve, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck, stay safe, and I look forward to our next update.
Thank you very much, Robert. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too. Again, my name is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we are a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metal Summit at Beaver Creek, happening virtually and in person this year, September 8th through the 11th. Steve will be there giving an investor presentation, and thank you all for watching.